You know, we're always told to be grateful. But what if the way most of us think about gratitude is actually what's holding us back? Today, we are going to unlock the massive difference between just saying thanks and the kind of gratitude that holds real power. And hey, this isn't just some feel-good idea. It's a divine promise, right there in the Quran. The formula couldn't be simpler. If you are grateful, I will increase you. An increase in literally everything. Your health, your wealth, your relationships. It's like a law of the universe.
But here's the thing that gets you thinking, right? Most of us would say we're grateful. We say Alhamdulillah or praise be to God all the time. So, if we're constantly giving praise, why does that promised increase sometimes feel, well, a little out of reach?
Well, the answer is hiding in plain sight. It's all about a really subtle but incredibly powerful difference between what our source material calls hamd, or passive praise, and a much more dynamic, active gratitude called shukr. And understanding this, well, it changes everything. So first up, we have hamd. The easiest way to think about this is praise. It's what you say. It's that automatic thank you, that verbal nod to something good. It's super important, for sure, but it's just the starting point.
But then you have shukr, and this is where the real power is. Shukr isn't just a word you say, it's an action you take. It's a conscious, deliberate choice to actually do something with your blessings. It's gratitude in motion.
Okay, so what really separates simple praise from this powerful state of active gratitude? Well, it boils down to three core differences, and these are absolutely key to unlocking that increase we're all looking for.
The first one is the biggest game changer. Hamd is speech. It's something you say. But shukr, true gratitude, is an action. It's something you do. It demands movement. It demands activation. It's not passive. It's active.
This table just lays it all out so clearly. Praise, or hamd, is automatic speech directed only to God. But shukr, gratitude, is a conscious action. And look at the recipient. It's for God and His blessings. That's a huge shift. It means we're meant to show gratitude to the people and through the things He puts in our lives.
And get this, the stakes are way higher than you might think. The opposite of this active gratitude isn't just being quiet or ungrateful. The term used is kufar, which literally means to cover something up. So when you don't actively use a blessing, it's like you're throwing a blanket over it, concealing it, pretending it doesn't even exist.
Okay, so that's the what. Now for the big question. How do we actually do this? How do we go from just saying thanks to truly living in a state of shukr and finally unlocking that promised increase?
Luckily, it's not some vague, abstract idea. There's a super clear, actionable three-step framework for this: utilization, preservation, and sharing.
First, you have to actually use your blessings. It's so simple. A car that just sits in the garage is going to rust. A skill you never practice is going to fade away. Actively using the gifts you've been given is the very first act of true gratitude.
Second, you have to preserve them. You have to maintain them. This totally reframes things like taking care of your health or nurturing your relationships. Those aren't just chores anymore. They are sacred acts of gratitude. You're showing you appreciate what you have by taking care of it.
And third, you share. And this is so cool. You can give from your blessing, like giving money, or you can give through your blessing, like using your knowledge to help someone. This is the step that really magnifies the blessing and completes that whole cycle of gratitude.
But, and there's always a but, isn't there? As you start putting this into practice, you are going to run headfirst into a very powerful, very human test. A test that reveals what your giving is really all about.
I mean, think about it. You've been there, right? You're the person who always goes the extra mile, who always helps out. And then one day, people don't just appreciate it, they expect it. And if you stop, suddenly they're upset.
And this is the secret. The universe is kind of designed to test your intention. It wants to see if your actions were truly for a higher purpose, for God, or if deep down you were just looking for a thank you or a pat on the back from other people.
Your gut reaction in that moment tells the whole story. If you feel that sting of anger or resentment when you're not appreciated, it's a huge sign that your giving wasn't pure, it was a transaction. And passing this test of intention is what really separates lip service from the kind of gratitude that unlocks that divine increase.
So the path is actually crystal clear. You start with praise, with hamd, but you can't stop there. You have to level up to conscious action, to shukr, by using, preserving, and sharing your blessings. And then you have to pass that internal test of pure intention. That is the journey to experiencing that divine promise.
And you know,
Maybe the best model for this is the prayer of the prophet Solomon. He was given these unbelievable blessings, and what did he do? He didn't just say thanks. He asked God to enable him, to give him the strength and ability to be truly grateful.
Which really just leaves us with one final thought. This isn't about being perfectly grateful for everything all at once. It's about starting small. So right now, what is one single blessing in your life that you can choose to activate today by using it, preserving it, and maybe even sharing it?
Please like and subscribe for more trading content, and then subscribe for more daily, weekly trading insights.